Hello. I'm here to share a little treasure and charm for mindful middle of the week. I have a reading for you, and it is The Greatest Teacher. So if you will get comfortable with me, perhaps sitting in a cross-legged position or your legs straight out, whatever you like the best. And just breathing. We're going to take our hands and bring palms up and bring them down to your lower stomach. We're going to inhale, bring it up. Exhale, push it down. Again, inhale. Exhale. Do it again. One more time. Now we are bringing in positive energy and we are pushing out what we don't need to hold on to. So let's do that one last time. Now I'm going to bring the reading of the greatest teacher. So all the situations in our lives, from the insignificant to the major, teach us exactly what we need to be learning. The good news is that the teacher, the greatest teacher you could ever want, is always with you, and that is life. You may find a person from time to time to help you find the seed or the key inside yourself to learn, to heal, and to grow. The good news is that people and situations that we encounter every day have a lot to teach us if we are open to receiving their wisdom. Often we don't recognize our teachers because they may not act or look like what our idea of a teacher or a guru are. Yet they may embody great wisdom. In addition, some people teach us by showing us what we don't want to be or what we don't want to do. Perhaps you've heard every experience is a lesson or a blessing. All the situations in our lives, from the smallest to the biggest, teach us exactly what we need to be learning at any given time. Patience, compassion, perseverance, honesty, and letting go. All of these are covered in the classroom of the teacher that is your life. We can help ourselves to remember this perfect teacher each day with a few simple words. Each morning we might find a moment to say, I acknowledge and honor the teacher that is my life. May I be wise enough to recognize the teachers and lessons that I encounter today, and may I be open to receiving their wisdom. We might also take some time each day to consider what our lives are trying to teach us at this time. A difficult phase in a relationship with someone may be teaching you to let go. Maybe a homeless person that you see every day might be showing you the boundaries of your compassion. Trust your intuition on the nature of the lesson at hand and work at your own pace and ponder as many questions. Reflect as often as you want. Prayers to God and meditation brings clarity, and your life has all the answers. So be patient, live, and learn. Let's take some breath up. Lift it up. Exhale down. And again, positivity all around yourself. Release down. One last time. Now today what I would like to share with you is a treasure box. I taught my children had treasure boxes and my grandchildren have treasure boxes. And they don't have to be a special box. You could start off with just a shoe box or a cigar box, some type of a kind of sturdy box. And then you can graduate to a larger box, or you could clean it out and you could get a wooden box and all. I have a wooden box here today to show you. And it does have an eagle on the front. It is actually a cigar box. And inside, I'm going to come a little closer to share this with you. So you can see the eagle on the front of the box. And a treasure box is so personal that everything in it is a treasure to you. It is something precious to you, perhaps not to anybody else. So in my box, I have a little vial of oil, essential oil. So you know that I probably love essential oil. And it also helps make my box smell really good for when I open it from time to time. And this is a necklace made out of shells. When I took a trip and I went to islands, I've gone to Tahiti and the islands of Hawaii as well. So that's one of my treasures. I also have a little small Bible. This is a complete Bible, but it's a very small book, about the size of my hand and right at about an inch thick or so. So the writing is very tiny, so I have to wear glasses or use a magnifying glass to read it, but that's a nice treasure. It actually even has my name on it as Lady Anne. This is a birthday card that I got from a special friend, and instead of saying namaste, it's a llama, so it says Lamaste inside. So this is from a precious friend, so I had put it in the treasure box, and then I have a nice piece of material that has some good pattern on it, and I just put this in here to keep it safe until I want to use it again. Here's an old watch that I have. Doesn't even work anymore, but the people that gave it to me were my sons, and it's very, very special. And it even reflects light up on the ceiling from the sun and all. So I had kept that. And here's a dragonfly. That's a pin that goes like on your jacket or your lapel of your jacket. And then this is a little salt container that was my great-grandmother's. It's crystal, it's very beautiful and bumpy, and so I keep this in here, but it's a little salt dish, a little salt bowl, and in it you would have a tiny little spoon to just shake out a little bit of salt. And in this is a little piece of beach glass that I found at the beach where my mother and my brother live near. They live very, very close to the beach. And then I have a couple of old coins from other countries that I've had for a long time. So those are my treasures also. I have a little tiny lock. Not sure I even have the key to it anymore, but I have this cute little lock. And then here is something that my brother made that is a piece of beach glass with a shark's tooth in it, and then the string to wear it around your neck, and it has a little bit of silver work around it. So those are some ideas about treasures. I have an incense that's kind of half burned. I guess I could burn it at any time when I pull out my treasure box. Here's another pretty pin that goes on a coat, and it's copper. And then, from time to time, I just like to look in my treasure box, and it's kind of meditative that you can spend some time doing that. Here's a beautiful butterfly, and it was attached to something, and perhaps a gift or something that someone gave me, and I went ahead and just pulled it off and put it in my treasure box. So I'm going to put these things back in and encourage you to create a treasure box because they're very, very special. I know when I was a child, I did a treasure drawer, but for my own children, I wanted them to do a treasure box. So I'm going to put these things all back in, and like I said, sometimes you might need to create a second one or a larger one. And so that's a treasure box. And when I do the kids' college yoga in the summer, I always encourage the students to create a treasure box. We all need a treasure box, all right? So I'm going to set this off to the side. So let's turn and move a little, just turning and twisting, kind of working through the back, and then we'll just turn the other way, and reminding yourself to find a little bit of quiet time each day. And that can be in your closet, in your room, or just anywhere that you can find some space to be quiet and to breathe and hear your breath. It's nice to get outside. We've had some very beautiful days lately, and I have spent a lot of time outside planting some seeds, planting some flowers, and just working in the garden and being outside is quite beautiful. I have a funny little thing to share with you. I am going to be flying soon, and I have not been wearing a mask anywhere that I go. I take very good care of myself. I eat right. I'm not perfect. I like ice cream once in a while, but I take good care of myself. I exercise, I meditate, I read the Bible, I pray, I breathe, and just take very good care of myself. I have not worn a mask when I go into a grocery store or anything like that, but I'm planning a trip in a couple of months, and I will be flying, and on the plane they require you to wear a mask. So I always have to be different, as you can kind of see from what I wear when I dress. I dress very colorful, lots of jewelry and so forth, and I'm a little gregarious, which you can look that word up and see what it means, but it's kind of bold and make a statement. So I thought, well, if I'm going to have to wear a mask, I'm at least going to make it be my own smile. So here it is, my own smile. And I just think that's pretty clever. So the way I did it was a company that I purchased some things from. I was able to download my picture of my mouth and nose and make a mask out of it just by creating it on the computer. So I just thought that was pretty funny, because when you're in the store or anywhere that you see people with masks on, everybody looks kind of ominous, that you don't know if they're smiling, if they're happy, or if they're mad or anything like that. So I thought I would just present a nice big smile of my own on my face as a mask. So there you have it. So mindful middle of the week. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed, or I am enjoying doing this and sharing with you. And I just hope that I bring you some joy, some pleasure, some happiness. But you must find that within yourself, just as I read. Life is a teacher. You must look around and pay attention. When I was a little girl, I had 2 grandmothers that I spent a lot of time with. And one grandmother, I knew I wanted to be like her, more like her when I grew up than the other grandmother. Because this grandmother was very positive, very hardworking, and the other one was kind of a sourpuss and a little on the negative side. So I just chose that I wanted to be like the more positive person. So you can bring that within yourself no matter what your circumstances are. And as I said, I enjoy this, and I will be back again to at least, I believe, one more time perhaps. So for this mindful middle of the week through Bowie, through the school district and all. So take care, breathe, meditate, have some fun, get some sunshine, don't overheat, drink a lot of water, and Namaste. Bye now.